Hi there, I'm Trucker Ray, and before we get to our presentation, I wanted to share with you a new way to contact me. That's right, I finally got a post office box. A lot of you have been sending emails and leaving comments on my YouTube channel, and that is awesome, but I know some of you still like snail mail. So, if you have something you'd like to send, whether it's a card, or you want to buy me a cup of coffee, or whatever it might be, this is where you send it. P.O. Box 12306, Langley, RPO, which stands for Royal Post Office, Logan Creek, British Columbia, Canada, V2Y0Y7. That's P.O. Box 12306, Langley, RPO, Logan Creek, BC, Canada, V2Y0Y7. Now, if you're ready, let's get to our presentation. Hey everyone, I am Trucker Ray. Welcome to my channel. If you're viewing for the very first time, if you're here for the first time, I travel the highways of North America and love to share my faith as a Christian truck driver. I've been doing that now since 2012, I think 2012. And some might find it unusual, different, but I enjoy it because in today's world, if you don't have faith, if you don't have faith in the one and only true God, you don't have anything. And it's what keeps you going, and it's what keeps me going. And for those of you that are returning, welcome back. Welcome to 2024. I hope you did enjoy the Christmas special that I put out. It was fun having everybody participate in the shout outs. Those of you that were able to get me your shout outs. Yeah, we're back at it again. And yeah, I'm in hope. You don't normally see this, and the reason why I'm in hope is because my next load is going to Toronto. I picked up in Delta yesterday, and we're on our way to Toronto. So we got an entire week to get our load over there. I mean, it doesn't deliver until next Thursday. Yeah, got a lot of time on my hands here, but it's okay, you know, I'm fine with it because there happens to be a lot of good weather ahead of me here, for example, and right up to the Coke and everything else. It's supposed to be nice weather today, and that's a wonderful thing about using our two-way radios out here in Canada. People actually use them, or the VHF anyway. You want to get road conditions, boom, instantly you got them. I'll give you an example. I already know what the Coke looks like. Hey guys, can you tell me what the Coke's looking like today?
Clear and wet. It's real good, man. Feeling slippery. Yeah, you're going wet. It's all good.
Thank you very much. Have a good one, guys.
Good night, Jeff. Happy New Year.
You too, and the gals out there listening. Instantly. Instantly. I didn't even have a chance to let go of the microphone. Someone already got back to me, so yeah, it's nice. It's not too bad. I mean, we have to deal with a lot of the time terrible truck stops and rest areas in our country, but there seems to be a little bit more of a brotherhood out here when it comes to the drivers out here when you need information or help or whatever. So it's kind of nice. So again, I'm on my way to Toronto. This load is delivering at Costco in Vaughan. I haven't been to Vaughan in a while, so it'll be kind of neat going back there. And I don't mind driving across the country because I do enjoy it time to time. I do. It changes things up a little bit for me. It does. It's not so exceedingly boring all the time driving the same route all the time. So, but anyway, I'm going to open up with a prayer. If you would like to join me, dear Lord, Heavenly Father, would you please be with me on this trip? Would you please take care of everyone that is viewing? See to their needs. Please protect me as I'm out on the road this week. And would you also watch over all the other drivers out there and everyone that is viewing, whatever need they might be, financial or medical, please be with them. And Lord, I do pray for this company, Key West, that they would have a prosperous 2024, and as well as everyone that's watching. Please be with us, and we pray for the peace of Israel and the peace in our own lives. In Yeshua's name we pray, and please watch over my entire extended family. In Yeshua's name, amen. Amen. Alrighty, well, I stayed in Chilliwack last night. Stopped at the Husky over in Chilliwack because I don't need to be, because I got a lot of time on my hands to get this load to where it's going to. I love these lights. They work really well out here because there's not a lot of street lights out here. So yeah, my destination today, I don't quite know yet, but yeah. Again, good to have you with me.
Hello, this is Trucker Ryan. Just a quick update from Albert Canyon. And I hope you're having a good day. And talk to you soon, Ray. And God bless.
Well, good morning, everyone.
Sounds good.
Currently at the Road King out here in Calgary. It's been a while since I stayed here, but I stayed here last night because a lot of time to get to where I'm going. To the point where I should be able to get into Ontario and complete a reset when I get there. So decided to stop at the Road King here. You know, it's really funny. I'm noticing in a lot of different places in Calgary that it's really, really dark. I stayed at this other I stopped at this other truck stop, the one truck stop I really like to stay at. And backed my trailer into the spot and I was going to shut it down for the night, and I'm thinking, you know, it's awfully dark in this parking lot. I'm not liking this, because whenever you have any kind of product on your truck, right now people are getting so desperate that they're literally breaking into your trailers, and you're hearing a lot of that. And Hope, Kamloops, probably happening out here. A lot of desperate people, they'll just break into your trailer. If you have a high security lock, you're okay. Helps if I turn my lights on here. But sometimes, you know, some will even have a grinder, so you don't know, a hand grinder, so you don't know. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna come here instead. So I show up here, and it's just as dark, but all the lights are out. Even the main sign for the Tim Hortons sign is out. All the parking lot lights are out. And I was thinking to myself, what is going on here? Are they having some kind of a blackout, or are they having like a? But the other lights, you know, are on everywhere else. I don't know. It's hard to understand. So let me say that to any of you that are new into this industry, and you maybe have a high value load. And what I mean by high value load, if you got meat or whatever it might be, if you're going to back into any spot, make sure it's well lit. If it's a truck stop that has potential issues, then maybe park nose in, or make sure you're closer to where all the activity is, where nobody's going to really be tempted to get into your truck without being seen, if you know what I mean. So it's always good to make sure that you protect that load, because once you get that load, I don't know why this light does this to me, it just stays on. Is it this light? Whatever. The door was closed. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, make sure that load is always secure. Put a deadbolt on there, high security seal, whatever they offer you, or just go to a place and buy yourself a good master's lock. And I mean a really good one. The waterproof ones, the ones that are, when they lock, the actual locking mechanism is hidden, so it's harder to get a bolt cutter in there. It's just a good idea to do that. Anyway, I am hoping my destination today will be Brandon, Manitoba, so we got a bit of driving ahead of us. Look at that beautiful sunrise. We're going to be driving right into the sunrise, friends, instead of the sunset. day to get fuel. It's -8 too. It's never a good thing when it's cold and foggy. That's never a good mix. I hope this doesn't last very long. Yeah, because it can build up and get on everything if it's cold enough. So yeah, I'm just gonna stop here and top up my fluids, because I'm probably not gonna get to Winnipeg. Gonna have to take the fuel from here. I mean, I might, but why take a chance? This gives me a chance also to stretch my legs. Yeah, this fog is something else. It looks like smoke, which is weird. Yeah, I haven't been to this location in a while. It's not a bad location. They've got a Tim Hortons over here now. I guess if you're really that desperate for a coffee, you can take your truck over there. I think there's room to do that. Yeah. But the drive's been good today. I spent the majority of it in the sun today, which was nice. Just didn't expect fog. I don't even know there's even a lake around here. Maybe there is a lake or a river or something here. But I want to be a little extra careful doing whatever driving I'm doing when this fog is hitting like this, because it can form on the road. But I think I'll be okay once I get back on the highway. I wonder if the water is actually clean here. Probably not. Look at this. This is what we got to deal with. It looks like chocolate milk. The reason why that looks like that, because people are washing their trucks with the squeegees. They do that out here in Canada a lot, and it's terrible. Can't even wash my windows. Can't wash my headlights either. I've seen one guy pull in. The whole front end of his truck is all covered in fog ice, which is never a good thing. And I'll tell you one reason why I don't like it. Because as soon as it starts collecting on the truck, it'll plug up your grill and it'll get all over your antenna. I tried to ask the guy how far he came. Just couldn't communicate with him. So, come on, turn off. So I'm just gonna have to be a little extra cautious, and hopefully it doesn't last very long. I had that happen before where I was driving to where was I driving to? Boise, and we had a whole bunch of fog out, and it was freezing temperatures, and it just built up on my antenna on the truck so bad it was just banging on there. Din 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 din, like, oh, you gotta be kidding. Did not expect this. But if it does it again, I may just have to stop, take the antenna off, and never use use the thing anyway. So, yeah, we'll see how far this goes. It looks a little bit lighter here. Maybe it's moving pretty quick. So we'll see what it looks like out there. Hopefully it's not too bad. Because you know what? It'll get in your grill and it will, yeah, it'll cause a problem. We'll find out soon enough. Friends, I've been driving now for an hour, and it doesn't look like this is going to let up. So, and this can be very dangerous to drive in because somebody could be broken down on the side of the road, and especially on this stretch of highway, it is never good to not be able to see where you're going. So, I still could go another 4 hours, but I can't even do the speed limit. Also, it's below freezing, so it's starting to freeze on the windshield. So, yeah, Grenfell is just I think another 10 minutes up the road. There's a Petro Pass there, and that is where I'm going to go. Nothing I can do. I would have liked to get to Brandon. I might have even been able to make it to Headingley. But I can't do that if you can't see where you're going. And again, when it's really this foggy and below freezing, it's extremely dangerous out here. So I'm not going to take any chances. So we'll be stopping for the night in another 10 minutes. Yes, we will. I don't know if I went in the wrong way. This is the Petro Pass right here. I think I did go the wrong way. I might be able to turn in here. There seems to be plenty of parking. Oh man, I think I did go the wrong way. Well, I'm just gonna have to go into the outdoor. Can't see nothing in this fog. You know what I'll do? I'll do things the right way. I'll just turn around. I can get in over there, I believe. So we're going to go back this way. Yeah, I've never stayed at this place before, so I didn't know what to expect here. But yeah, it's still pretty foggy, and I think this is going to be, I don't know, who knows when this is going to let up. Be nice if they had a sign here that said truck stop entrance, you know. Yeah, I guess that's a lot of work to make one of those. Find out, but yeah, this is as far as we're gonna go. I mean, even with these lights on, they're no good because it just lights everything up. Makes it even harder to look at. morning, everyone. Just about 62 miles west of Portage La Prairie in Manitoba. And I started my day around 5:30, about 2.5 hours ago. I started driving. And it was not bad when I first started out. It was going really well, and then all of a sudden I ran into ice fog again. I just had cleared all my lights off and everything this morning when I started my day, and I got to drive through another 45 minutes of that. And I mean, my lights are on, but look at how dim my fogs are, or I can just say it, my LEDs are, my light bar. And so they're almost as bright as the headlights themselves. They're probably just covered. This is my high beams. Yeah, that ice fog is terrible. But the sun is starting to make its way up, which is nice. So it'll hopefully warm up a little bit, and then it'll melt my headlights, but I doubt it because it's minus 14 Celsius right now, so I am blowing in the wind, or should I say driving in the wind, in the cold wind, and it's probably closer to minus 30 or 25, maybe not 30, but maybe closer to 20 to 23. That cold air is hitting the headlights and everything, so they're not going to defrost. They're not going to let up. I'll probably have to wait until I get to Headingley, which is basically Winnipeg, to the Flying J to top up my fuel. I'll have to scrape my lights off and everything. My grill is probably covered. I'm not overheating, but my grill is probably covered in ice. But we'll take care of that once we get there, which should be another hour and a half. But in the meantime, that sunrise is looking nice, huh? It'll be nice when that sun peeks his head over top the horizon there. So my destination today, I'm going to try for Nipigon I keep hearing this rattle, like there's coffee cups rattling around, but I don't have any coffee cups in the front of my truck. Isn't that hilarious? I don't know where that's coming from. And of course, it's one of those noises you cannot find. No. Anyway, so my destination is Nipigon. And from there, I should be able to get right into the Toronto area tomorrow night. And then be able to shut down. I'm going to probably go to an en route, which is like a rest area along the highway, and park it there. I'll probably never get into the Flying J. I mean, I can check to see what the parking is like there, but I don't know. Or I'll call them and ask them. But I'm not a big fan of that Flying J in Mississauga anyway. People just park their trucks and go home there. So there's a good chance that it'll be full of people and nobody's in them. But either that, or I'll just stop prematurely along route and then roll in there early on either that or Tuesday or on the 2nd. But I may be better off to roll in there on the 1st. More people, there won't be any traffic on the road. So yeah, that's probably the route I'm going to go. Probably the route I'm going to go. Come on, son. Let's see ya. Let's see your beaming little face. fuel and get a coffee. It's been 3 hours now since I left Grenfell, was it? And gonna get all the ice off my mirrors and my lights and everything, because I'm pretty sure it's all still stuck on there. And hopefully all the pumps are working. I don't have to worry about DEF because I got still a full thing of DEF, but sometimes when it gets cold out, the DEF doesn't work in half of these places. No, there's one lane open right there. And being New Year's Eve, I wonder if half of these trucks even have anybody even in them. Probably not. A lot of people have gone home. I don't know. Some people like to make a big deal out of New Year's Eve. You know what? When I was younger, I used to, but not anymore. I celebrate the new year because try to celebrate every day that we're alive in Jesus. That's what I celebrate. All right. Well, I tell you one thing. I am very happy to see the weather that we're having, because this could have been a lot worse. This could have been a whole lot worse. Could have had snow, but I checked the forecast ahead of time, and we should have really good weather all the way into Toronto, and that would be wonderful. So I'm just going to set up my fuel and we'll get that taken care of. Always use your knuckles. That way you don't accidentally touch your face and end up with a bad cold. There's too many people running around with sandals on, just looking to get a cold, and we're the ones that get sick. The only thing that's negative about driving in Canada, you can only use one side of the pump. You can only use one side. If I try to use that side, it'll shut this one off. But I'll stick it in there anyway. Oh wow, look at that. They got clean water here. Excellent. See, these guys are on top of it. That's nice. Nice to see they got clean water. Let's take a look here. Okay, the lights aren't too bad. By the way, thanks for having the clean water out there. Every Flying J since I left Hope, all the water's been black. Because people are just too lazy to replace it.
You have a good day. Okay? Happy New Year.
You too. Again, thanks for the clean water out there.
Yeah, no worries.
Tell you one thing, I'll say it again, I'm very grateful that the weather is nice. So we'll just make a little look around the vehicle before we go. Eyeball it, make sure that put the caps on, tires are good, nothing visibly wrong. Wonder if I have a Kleenex. Just want to wipe off my taillights. And my license plate.
we go. We are good to go. Let's get out of here. Good morning. I am just starting my day. I made it to, it's either Shunaya, Ontario, at this old-fashioned truck stop out here, this Flying J. I really like this truck stop. It's got the old-fashioned driver lounge upstairs, the old-fashioned showers. It's got little office rooms in case you want to need to do something with your paperwork or whatever. Yeah, it's a really nice truck stop. I like this one, and the showers are really nice. The people are friendly here. The only downside is that the restaurant is fully shut down now. It used to be open, but I guess now it's shut down. And had my shower this morning very early, and that's the time I like to do it because then you don't have anybody, or you're not waiting in line. And you cannot reserve a shower on their system on the app. They pull out a little clipboard and she'll say, okay, shower 5 is ready, go ahead. And then she just writes in there the person that's in there. And then you go upstairs, and it's an old, just nice place. It is a nice place. I don't mind stopping there at all. The only problem is this morning when I got in, I parked along the driveway because the other parking stalls were full. And of course I woke up and there were several trucks that boxed me in. And that is just normal wherever you go. No matter where you are in North America, these people will box you in because they're only thinking about themselves, that they want to park. They don't care that you now have to bang on their door at 5:30 in the morning or whatever it is to move. And I don't have a problem doing that. If you box me in, I will wake you up and ask you to move. And this is called common courtesy. You see another truck like that, don't box him in. If he was there before you, he's going to be leaving before you. So, but I didn't have to bang on the guy's door. When I came out of the shower, he was up and about, getting ready to leave. So that was good. So, because he showed up maybe 10 minutes after I did, so we were pretty well leaving at the same time. So, all is good this morning. All is good. And it was snowing last night when I got in here, and now it has stopped, so this is good. So hopefully I can keep my windshield clean for a while. But my goodness, what a chore it is trying to keep these windows clean. Because when you use the squeegees are frozen. So you can't use them. And then you try to use the paper towel, and then the water's freezing on the window while you're trying to wipe it down. It's just a pain. I don't mind doing this route, but it sure is nice when you're in the nicer weather like in Arizona and that, because you don't have to deal with all that. But it is winter, and you got to deal with all the elements, right? Can't expect to be you can't expect to be babied all the time in all the nice weather. If you do, you're I guess a super trucker. I want it my way. So I don't mind doing these runs once in a while if it needs to be done. You know, this is what the job is all about. Anyway, I don't know what my destination is going to be. I don't know if it's going to be Bradford, where the Husky is there. It all depends how hard it is for me to get up hills and that, but I won't be getting into the Toronto area until tomorrow. But that's okay. I don't deliver until 4 a.m. or 4 a.m. 6 a.m. On Friday, or the 4th. So today's the 1st. So if I get there tomorrow at a decent time, hopefully I can get a reset in. But if I don't get a reset in, it won't matter, because I can still recap coming back. So I think it'll all work out. friends, I wanted to do something a little bit different on this specific run of Ontario, because you never know when will be my last time to come through here, because I come through here so infrequent. I don't come through here very much. Every once in a while, maybe like once every 3 or 4 or 6 months. So I'm fortunate enough to come through here during this time of the year, because it is very beautiful when you see the lake. You've seen some of the earlier shots of the lake frozen over. It's Lake Superior over here. And to see that massive, gigantic lake frozen like that is pretty amazing. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to take you guys through some of these little towns. Not all of them, because there's a lot of them en route, but the ones that I really like. And actually do a little drive-through with you and share with you why I like the little town and what's unique about it. So I hope you enjoy that. The one that we're going to do first is Terrace Bay. And the reason why I like this place, it's literally right on the water pretty well. And it's got a really neat lighthouse there. And I do believe there's a place where you can stop. I think I stopped here before. I hope I'm right. But the little service station with a subway right there, that's where I stopped last time, and it was actually not too bad. But this is like a beach community, and they do have a lighthouse here, and I don't think you'd be able to see the lighthouse from here. But it's a cozy little town. Let's see if I can see where the lighthouse might be. Yeah, so you got the houses going all the way down to the water. So you got a few restaurants, you got a hotel over here, lots of community down here. Look at all the houses down there. There's some big buildings down there too, and I don't know what those are. Maybe they're old factories. There's a mall up here where they have several places that you can shop, which is really neat. But look at how much it is. Look at how populated it is. There's houses everywhere through here. And here is the place up here on the right, where you can stay. You can stay at the Canco, right in that parking lot right there. And they got a subway in there. If you get in there, I believe the subway closes at 7 or 8 o'clock at night. I've stayed there before, and it's not a bad little place to stay. But it's just so populated out here. And you see a lot of people with boats in their backyard and that. It's just a typical beach community, which is really, really neat. So this is one of the reasons why I like coming through Terrace, or should I say Terrace Bay. It is a really nice place. And I'm sure they have plenty of resources out here. Fishing, maybe forestry. You can see the chip trucks right there. So yeah. And you got a dealership over there on the left. And a home hardware over there. So yeah, they got everything they need out here. The only thing they don't have was a major shopping center like a Safeway or Walmart. Or maybe they have something there that I just can't see from the highway. But there you have it. That's Terrace Bay. distance in time between the other one. The other towns, and then I stopped for a tiny break, and then I got my fuel. And now we're just outside of Bruce Mines. And the reason why I like this area is because every once in a while you'll see someone driving with a little cart. And that's the Amish. I do believe it's the Amish people that are out here. And you see all along the side of the road there in the gravel, you can see all the lines of the buggies. And every once in a while you'll see that when you come through here. And I think that's just an amazing way to live. I would love to live in a household like that for a couple of weeks just to see how people live. So I guess they come into town and they do their thing. Maybe they attend church or they get a few supplies that they need. I'm not sure if this is why there's so much shoulder here on each side. It's to accommodate the people with the buggies, or if that's just for vehicles that are parked for tourism. But I think it's more for the buggies. Look at how nice these old buildings are. I really like this. The old bank market. Oh, is that ever neat? I guess that was the old bank at the time. So whenever I come through here, I try to look around to see if I can see any of them driving around their buggies. But it is New Year's Day, so I'm assuming a lot of them are probably home. But it's such a nice warm evening, I thought for sure I would have seen some. And you can still see their tracks here, so they obviously live down that way as well. So you never know, we still might see some people out. I remember one time I came through here and it was relatively cold. And I seen one family coming down the road with their buggies. The parents were on the outside of the buggy while the kids were inside of it. So it was almost like a canopy style, but it was enclosed. And they had a little lantern inside so they could see what they were doing. And the parents were outside, riding them, in the front, steering the horses, while the children were huddled inside. And the lamp probably was giving off some heat inside that little buggy. And I thought that just was so romantic to see that. Very charming. And can you imagine being a young child and growing up like that without all the distractions of the multimedia and the social media and everything, and just a simple way of a godly life? And like I said, I would love to experience that for a couple weeks somewhere. Maybe one day I will. You never know. One day I will. So that, my friends, is Bruce Mines. Well, friends, we're going to get a chance to see one of these buggies like I was telling you about. There's one right up here. Seen it in the distance. I don't want to drive too fast by them and scare them. I want to be respectful. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I love it. Oh, they got headlights on the front. I really love that. That is so cool. Imagine just listening to that. That is really, really cool. That's the way they live. They just don't use cars or nothing. They probably don't use any kind of machinery. That is just really amazing to see. I love that. I really like that buggy too. It's totally enclosed. So they probably have the reins going right inside of it. Yeah, two little holes or whatever. The one that's got the worst deal out of it is the horses. But I'm glad I had a chance to show you that. Isn't that neat? That's why I like this area of Bruce Mines. Just couldn't wait. Anyway, Blind River is just up here. This is the next little town I'm going to take you through. It's a very small one, but the reason why I like it is because of this nice lake here. And there is opportunity when you do go through this town to stop and actually enjoy it. It's very, very nice. And it kind of goes in behind the town. And the funny thing is, when you come to these little towns, you don't really get a chance to see much of the you don't get to see much of the true part of the town. You just see where you drive through. You see the buildings when you drive through. And again, whenever I go through these little towns, I like to look at the I like to look at how they survive. Like, what do they use to survive out here? What kind of stores do they have? I like to look at the old buildings, and I noticed that they have that nice big lake in behind. Several churches, so it's not a tiny little town, but again, it's cozy. Got the dog hanging out the window going, yay, his ears are flopping in the air. So yeah, they got some nice community down there, and you definitely don't want to speed through these little towns because there's always the OPP nearby, which stands for Ontario Police, Provincial Police. So here's another main attraction. Look right over here on the left hand side. Look at that nice river that goes right through here. That is gorgeous. I really like it. And it goes underneath here with that nice old train bridge there. And you've got some shops on the left hand side. Again, this little area is pretty well surrounded by water. You got water over there too. And I do believe that's part of the Lake Superior right there. And they got a lot of nice old buildings down there. One of these days I'm going to stop and park it and do some drone footage of this little town. I really like Blind River. It's nice. This is one of the reasons why I really enjoy taking Highway 17. You don't see this stuff on 11. When you're on 11, you're just constantly trying to dodge out of the way of truck drivers that are trying to kill you. But when you go on this route, you actually get to enjoy some of the scenery. And it's very, very nice. So again, Blind River, I hope you enjoyed this little tour. Of Simcoe, but it is the area of Tay, Ontario, and I am coming to a close, guys, and this thing keeps going ding dong because I am literally 15 minutes or 12 minutes now to going into violation on my shift. My 10. I gotta take 10 hours off to make it legal because I started my day so early. I have to take it off pretty darn quick, or I'm not going to get the 6 hours in to complete my 10. Because when I started, I don't know what time it was anyway. That's what it's complaining to me about. That's what it's saying. But the place I'm going to be stopping at is, hope that guy didn't get a flat tire. He blew by me pretty fast. So I'm about 0.9 of a mile here to get to the place to where I'm going. Apparently, it is a 24-hour truck stop. And you know, this is the nice thing about traveling around on New Year's Day. There's barely been any traffic out here. No truck traffic, and there's going to be guaranteed a place for me to park. Just got to make sure I take the right exit, because I can't afford to make a mistake now, or that thing is going to put me in violation. But it's been a good day today, hasn't it? I hope you guys have enjoyed the tours of the little towns. One other town I wanted to mention, but I didn't have a chance to because I was on the phone talking with Trucker Barry, and that's the town of Massey. That's another town I really like. I'll probably show it to you guys on the way back. And that I did have a chance to see 3 more buckboards. Or I don't know if they're buckboards, but they're Amish people there. I think the place I'm looking for might be right here. I don't have to go very far. It is right here. There is another place you can go to too, apparently, that has a subway and everything else, but the problem with that place is it closes at 10 o'clock. And I am a lot more cars only. Oh, trucks. That place here, it's open 24 hours a day. So I kind of like that. Trucks enter ahead, so I don't believe it. That's a phone booth. Since when do those still exist? Remember the phone booths? It's kind of funny. All right, so I did phenomenal driving today. What I mean is I did phenomenal time today. Just excellent timing today. So here's the plan. Tomorrow morning I'm going to get up at a reasonably early, and I only have about maybe 30, maybe 40 miles to go. And I'm going to find my go to an en route, and I'm going to park it there, and I'm going to do a reset there. And that's what I'm going to do now, because I don't want to be parking in a place where my trailer could get broken into. I know, I'm working on it. I am going to park in a place where I can be easily seen. And I think I'm gonna, wow, you are impatient. I'm getting to it, just relax. How about I park right here? This works wonderful. What do I got left? I go into violation in 8 minutes. I know some of you are going, man, you like to cut it close. What is with you? Okay. Not bad, not bad. Let's turn this baby up so you can actually see me here. Oh, I love this. All right. We'll do our post trip real fast, and then we'll be done for the night, which is really cool. So yeah, I'm gonna make my way to an en route tomorrow, which is only about 20 miles from the delivery. And I'm going to do a 36-hour reset over there. And the reason why I'm choosing the en route is because, well, it's got a Tim Hortons in there and it's got bathroom facilities, and those places are 24 hours. And there's no way I'm going to get into the Flying J over in Mississauga. That's just not going to happen. Besides, I don't like that Flying J anyway. It's just, I don't like it there. It's just not a very good place. And besides, I think the en route might have a nice little grass area with some tables, and I wanted to record a couple episodes of Truth and Testimony, so I would like to do that outside. But yeah, been a good day. It really has. And I thank you guys again for joining me. And again, if you are here for the first time, please leave a comment, like the video if you like it, and do subscribe, because it'll notify you, not quite like that, but it'll notify you every time a video is put up. And I'm thinking about adding a new feature to the site. I might have already done it by the time you get this video, but it will include special perks for special viewers. We'll go more in on that later on another video. All right, guys, I'm going to shut it down for the night and go inside and see what's available in the store. Make sure they are 24 hours, and we'll see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning. Just about ready to get going here as soon as all my air releases. I stayed at this, this is a Shell. No, it's not a Shell, it's an Esso. Over here in an area called Tay, T-A-Y, along the 401, or the 400 rather, not the 401. And what a super nice couple that run this place. Last night I got, or it's an Esso, yeah. Last night I got here and went inside the store. Wanted to see if they had something quick to snack on, and I'm looking through everything they have on the shelves, and I just can't eat any of this. And the lady says, "Did you find what you're looking for?" I says, "Well, no, I can't really eat anything on your shelves. I got a certain diet." And I told them the diet, and they were familiar with it. And she's like, because you got a restaurant there, but it won't be open for at least another month. And she said, "Do you want me to go fry you some eggs? Or make an omelet for you, rather?" And I'm like, "Where will you do that?" "Oh, I can go home. I live right next door." And I went, "Oh, no, that's very kind of you." She goes, "Oh, no. She goes, I don't mind." And I just thought, oh, what a nice, kind gesture that is. And then the guy says, "Oh, yeah, I know. We have some fish. We can go home and cook it up and bring it over for you if you're really hungry." I patted him on the shoulder and I says, "You know what? You people are very, very nice. I really appreciate your kind gesture." It really touched me. It really did. Because you don't see that very often. You don't. So, yeah, it was a very, very nice couple, young couple running that nice Punjabi couple. So the next time I come into town, I will definitely stop at that restaurant and give them some of my business, because they were really nice. All right, so I'm on my way to the en route. We got about an hour and 8 minutes to go, and I will be there. Hopefully there'll be some parking. so we're making our way down the 400 and we're almost at our stop. That's right, it's been a long day of driving, 1 hour and 6 minutes. But that's okay. I was trying to find a place where I could get some fuel for the reefer. It's either keep going and find one of those Flying J's further down in Vaughan, and then have to fight the traffic to come back, and maybe I'll miss out on a spot here. And then I noticed that this en route has an Esso card lock. I think one of our cards will take Esso card lock. Wouldn't that be nice? So I'm going to test this theory out and see if it works. I hope it does, because I'd feel a lot better. I'm pretty sure that the reefer has more than enough fuel in it, but I'm going to be doing a 36-hour reset, so I'm going to be sitting here for 36 hours, so I want to make sure it's got everything it needs. All right, what does this en route have here? It has a Wendy's, and it has a Starbucks, it has a Tim Hortons. Well, what do you like, Ray? Well, Starbucks I don't like because they're way too expensive. And Wendy's, I can't eat it. So, I wonder if that fueling station is even available. This place is pretty busy already, huh? Let's see, maybe the fueling station isn't even open. Let's see here. Oh man, I really hope it is. I think it is. But if it works, that would be just amazing. Commercial card lock, it should work. In theory, it should work. Well, we'll see here. Number 2. I don't need fuel in the truck, but I might just top it up anyway. I mean, what difference does it make, right? You gotta be kidding me. It worked. That is awesome. It actually worked. I love it. Well, I mean, I probably had enough fuel, but why take a chance? This makes me feel a lot better that I can top this reefer up. Look at this. You just never know what might happen, right? The truck could have a breakdown. Always make sure your reefer is full. I try to squeeze in as much fuel as I can. Gonna get any more in there. All right, let's go find a parking spot. I'll tell you what, I've never used that one fuel card before. At least I know what it's used for, and I'm pretty happy with that. So let's see what's available. Parking on the other side, which is kind of the side I wanted to be on anyway. Oh, I can't tell you how good that makes me feel. I only put probably 30 liters in there, but if I was sitting overnight it wouldn't be a big deal, but I'm going to be here 36 hours. That means all day today, all day tomorrow, and then very early in the morning the next day I'll be heading over to do my delivery. And as you can see, there's plenty of parking here. And there's even some nice area over here. See, this is nice. And I'm gonna take the one. Gee, I think I'm parking over there too. I might just take this one because I like to take the curb one where you don't have to worry. Oop, you know what? I don't think that's... Yeah, this is the one I'll take. Because there's one less of a chance of somebody hitting you. If I park on that side of the median, then the guy parking on the other side can take and hit your trailer. And I've had that happen before to me. So this is excellent. Couldn't ask for better than this. So I will take you guys inside. For those of you that don't know what these en routes look like, they are a nice little travel center. They have all along the 400. They have it all along the 401. They have a lot of these in Ontario, and they're nice. And the sad thing is that they need these travel centers across the country. They really do, desperately. I wonder how far that's sticking out. These lanes aren't very long. Let's go a little further. I think I'm okay there. All right. That's that. Okay, so basically this is an en route. And what they provide here I think this is the C-store by the seashore. And they have just basic junk food in here. Chocolate bars, energy drinks, pops, sugar food, nothing healthy in here whatsoever. The healthiest thing, oh I see. Apple and oranges. So what have they got here? So if you want Wendy's, you can go over here and there's Starbucks right there. And if you look, there's a lot of seating on here. It's basically a travel center for people to come and get something to eat and sit down with their families. In the summertime, these places are jammed. And on the other side, I mean, I don't mind Starbucks, but it's overpriced. And on this side, same idea. Lots of chairs, lots of places to sit. And Tim Hortons over here, which is probably the busiest kiosk in the entire place. And that's nice. That just shot it right at me. Oh, this stuff's terrible. It's a gel. Oh. Now I'm gonna have to find a napkin. Oh, this stuff's terrible. Hi, how are you? Can you guys have decaf here?
Yeah.
Can I get I guess an extra large? Is that the biggest one you got?
Yeah.
Extra large decaf, please. Do you have any sweetener, or you just have, what kind of sweetener?
Yes, please.
What kind is it though? Splenda. Okay, it's okay. I already got sweetener in my truck. So I'll get 2 cream in it, please. Yeah. Can you do it in here, or do you need to put it in a cup? It's already washed. Debit, please. All right. So there you have it. There's an en route, and they're open all night. And there is the Moose. Hello, Moose. How are you? It's a little nippy out there, but nothing I can't handle. So there you have it. That's what an en route looks like. Hope you enjoyed that. As I said, I'm gonna just get settled in and maybe even have a nice can of sardines. Something to give me some protein and take away this hunger. Well, friends, let's update you. As you know, I arrived at the en route for a reset. The next, after my reset, I delivered my load to the Costco distribution center, went back to the en route. The day after that, I went back to reload, not far from where I delivered. And I made my way all the way to Sault Ste. Marie. And this is where we pick things up. Alright friends, we're on our way. We get to see firsthand how well Ontario takes care of its highways. Ooh, look at that, we're spinning out already. Woo-hoo! Yeah, it must be slippery out there. Oh man. When I get to a weight scale, if there is a weight scale that I can get to, I know this one. There's a few of them out there, I just can't remember where they are right offhand right now. I'd love to be able to put all my weight on my drives. Of course, making everything legal and everything. But I think the road should be pretty good here. We'll just take it easy. We're not in a huge rush. I mean, if the load is delayed by a little bit, it's delayed by a little bit. What do you do? Best to get the load there. Never ever feel like you guys have to rush. Never feel like you have to rush. The dispatch is like, oh, it's got to be there. It's got to be there on time. It's got to be there on time. If the weather is bad, drive according to how you feel comfortable. According to the conditions. Don't feel like you need to rush, because you don't. The receiver would rather receive their load in one piece than in pieces. So remember that. Remember that. Absolutely. So, said they got a fair amount of sand on the road here, so what I'll do is I'll just drive on the side where there's the sand and find out whether or not. It's only -3, it shouldn't be that slippery. I think the only reason why it was as slippery as it was coming out of the J is because of all the trucks leaving. And then it melts all the snow, and then it freezes a little bit, and then it melts, and it freezes, and it melts, and it freezes, and then you have a combination of a little bit of ice on the entrances and exits of these truck stops. But I think it'll be alright. Besides, I've got all my lockers and everything. I think it'll be good to go. Probably going to be quite a white exit out of Ontario. Glad you're here for the ride. I think you'll enjoy it.
Vermilion Bay is where I started my day, and I made my way all the way to Medicine Hat, which was not really a whole lot to see. That's why we're picking things up in Medicine Hat on Monday.
Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I'm out in Medicine Hat, and chilly one this morning. Man, my truck was laboring when I first fired it up this morning. It's like, it sounded like the power steering pump. Just not happy that the truck was not running all night. But I don't know, it's not, to me, cold enough to have to run the truck all night. When you're looking at minus 25, minus 30, yeah, you may want to run the truck all night. You might have some issues if you don't. We have a power system on our trucks and trailers that we can hook up to the reefer, so we don't have to run anything. But if it's really, really super, super cold, yeah, you might want to run the truck, or at least put it on opti-idle, right? Where you put it on the climate control, where it starts it up every once in a while. But yeah, I don't think it's nearly cold enough to have to run the truck. So yeah, we're leaving now because I want to get into Calgary by 9:30 and hopefully get unloaded when I get there. And then I can get going because listen to the engine because it's cold. And you can always tell too, you can see all the steam coming up from underneath. She's a little chilly out there. So get unloaded and then make my way and top to a Flying J and top all my fuels up. All my fuels, my liquids, my fluids, whatever. And especially my washer fluid, because I know what that's going to be like. And then make my way towards Vancouver. Not sure how far I'll get today. Maybe I'll get as far as Sycamoose area. We'll see what happens. It's a nice thing about having 13-hour days. You can get some good timing in. So I did really good driving time yesterday, man. Not bad at all. Made it up to Medicine Hat, so here, which is good. I topped up my fuel last night, so I didn't have to do it this morning, which is always a good thing. Went inside A&W and had myself a breakfast, which was nice. And yeah, we're good to go. I probably shouldn't have had the breakfast, because whenever I have breakfast, I get hungry at noon. Really, really hungry. But by that time there, hopefully I will be close to okay, no, that light's not any issue with me. Hopefully by noon I'll be going to Banff National Park, or yeah, or maybe even a little further than that. That would be nice. Alright friends, just over at the Flying J right now. topped up my fuel. And yeah, not only did they take off product, but they put product on too. So that's all right. I didn't lose any weight, which is good, because I'm expecting some really lousy weather in BC today and tomorrow. Come on, buddy, move your car forward just a hair so these guys behind me can walk. So I have no idea how far I'm going to get today. Oh, this guy cannot be parked right here. Is he really parked there? You got to be kidding me. What a silly place to park. Someone is going to take that vehicle out. Taking a turn. Ate something last night that did not agree with me because I've been sneezing like crazy all morning. All morning. I think I sneezed about 30 times. I think maybe it's finally passed. Yeah, I figure out what I ate last night. Man. Yeah, just a nasty. It was some kind of a dairy. Maybe it was maybe it might have been some of the cream that was in the coffee that I had or something. I don't know. Just sneezing like a cat. It's crazy. Whew. Boy, do I need a shower and a shave. I didn't have time here. I don't have time. I got to try to get through Rogers Pass before that storm hits. They're expecting a storm to roll through there. Then they're expecting snow in Salmon Arm tomorrow, in Kamloops tomorrow. So tomorrow, if we get through it today, tomorrow's going to be a fun day. Probably a lot of slow driving, and I've already let my dispatch know that they're expecting some really bad weather in BC. I will do the very best I can to get there tomorrow, but I can't guarantee you. And they just said, do the best you can. And that's all I can do. Fortunately, the food and product that I have on board is, well, it's all food, but it's all frozen. So if things got bad or if the highway shut down, always make sure your reefer is topped up, which I just put as much as I could in there. And if I have to, I'll put it on Century Cycle, which is another word for stop and go. If the highway ends up, if I run into a road closure, because there's always that potential along Highway 1 between Golden and Kamloops. There's always a potential road closure because it's such a terrible highway in the wintertime, because people drive aggressively, they don't know what they're doing, and they end up running into each other. And so if there's a road closure, sometimes they're fatalities, and that could take 8 to 9 hours for the highway to open up. So I always make sure that my reefer is absolutely topped up right to the top, plus the rest of my fuel and everything else. So yeah, anyway, it's a lot wider out here in Calgary than it was when I was here the other day. Or the other day, what, it was like, what, 5 days, 6 days ago? 7, maybe it was 7 days ago. This Canadian trip has been a long one. But I was really hoping to get out of that place sooner. I mean, man, it took them 2 hours to unload half a trailer, and then they put some product back on. So the guy was taking a skid off, and he would take it all the way into the back warehouse and come back over. And I'm like, oh, buddy, just unload everything right here. But I understood why he did that, because he had to bring product out and put it back on the trailer. So he did the best he could, and we're on our way. So again, I really don't know if I was able to beat any of this bad weather or not. I know Rogers Pass is supposed to get it tonight, so if I could just get on the main highway there and keep going and not be delayed by anything, I'd be good to go. Look at this guy here. What is he doing? If you're going to drive that slow, buddy, put on your 4-ways. Now he puts them on. What have you got in the back of there? All right, friends. Can hardly wait to see what the day looks like for me today. Hopefully I can beat all the snow before the nightmare tomorrow. Maybe the nightmare may start today. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Friends, I made it into Kamloops and the snow is just starting to come down, and I had a look at the cameras up on the Kogalla Highway. It looks very, very white up there. Snow is coming down pretty darn good up there, so my choice to go through the canyon is going to remain the way to go, because they're expecting a lot of snow tonight and all day tomorrow. So there will no doubt be some kind of a closure up there. They don't close the highway when there's bad weather. They close the highway when there's an accident, and it never fails. When the weather gets that bad up there, there's always some kind of an accident, and you don't want to be stranded up there. So I am going to go through the canyon, the Fraser Canyon. I'm going to go as far as Ashcroft tonight, which is probably about an hour and a half from now, maybe. And yeah, it's just lower elevation down there, so they are supposed to get some snow through there anyway tonight, but tomorrow it's supposed to be raining, and I would rather go that route and then deal with deal with all that stuff up there. There's no doubt going to be a mess up there. So that is the plan. I know you guys can't see me very well, but I thought I would take you for a little bit through this. This is Highway 1 here, making our way down to Cache Creek, and as you can see, the roads are they're covered, but the visibility is very limited, and I haven't been down this road in a long time, so I'm not going to bother rush going through here until I see a part of it that I'm familiar with. Hold on a minute here.
I never actually went to Ashcroft. I just avoided the coke there because of an accident earlier. I wasn't, yeah, I'm snowing a bit, not this hard, so at Cache Creek. Alright, awesome. Well, have a safe trip. You got this the whole way. Oh yeah, I'm going to Armstrong, so yeah, who knows? What's the hill like, the last hill for Kamloops? Lots of snow coverage. Didn't seem too slippery, but I'm also not pushing it.
How did it look going to Ashcroft?
Good, but yeah, I haven't spun a wheel on this hill, so hopefully it's the same. Fingers crossed. Safe travels, buddy. You have a good one.
How's it looking going to Ashcroft?
Blizzard, blizzard, blizzard.
Really? That's nice to know. Well, Ashcroft isn't that far away, so I'm not going to be too concerned about it. As long as I'm not being stupid out here, that's what matters. So this is Savannah. Can't remember what you call this place again. Well, at least it let up a little bit here, but I'm sure it's going to intensify again soon. But just gonna take it easy, get to my location where I want to get to tonight in one piece. Well, friends, I made it into Cache Creek. It's been a bit of an adventure. The weather conditions are not too bad right now, but you were looking at almost blizzard conditions in some areas. And as you can see on the ground here, where the wind has blown across, it's created these little waves. So between Cache Creek and Ashcroft is a hill there, and apparently that hill is not very good. Apparently it's super slippery, so I don't know if I'm even going to bother. I mean, that's only 5 miles east. Why even fight it now if I don't need to? So I'm going to check out this Husky up here to see if there's any parking in here. There may not be, though. With weather like this, that Husky might be full. So we'll take a look here in a minute here. Cache Creek is another cute little town. Very small, charming little town. As you can see, they haven't run a single plow through here. Kind of makes you wonder, what are they doing? Yeah. But there is, can't really tell from here. There is a parking lot across the street from the Husky. If I can't get in there, I probably can get into the parking lot across the street. I'm gonna find out in a minute here. Now it's just he's a big slick. Yeah, some of those hills they went up, I was really surprised. I made it over no problem. I didn't slide, I didn't spin, not once. It was actually quite impressive. I thought it was going to be worse than that. no sense on going any further up if there's no, if the roads are that bad. Oh wow, I don't believe it. There's actually parking in here. Can you believe this? There's actually parking in here. Unreal. Oh, thank you, Lord. It's nice to know. Even though this parking lot may not be fun to get out of if I do park it here. Look at that. The wheels won't even turn. Okay. Let's park it right here. And this is as far as I go. It is ugly, ugly, ugly. And I've been driving long enough today. For goodness sake, I've been driving ever since I've been driving as far as Ashcroft. Or Ashcroft, listen to me. Obviously I'm tired. Medicine Hat, Ray. Ashcroft. I can see now. Oh, man. I'm just very grateful there's even parking here, but I got a feeling when I wake up in the morning, this whole parking lot's going to be full. I mean, I don't need to get there any sooner than I need to right now, so we're good. We're good. Better safe than sorry. And the weather conditions out there are not very good. The visibility is very, very limited. All right, friends, so I am going to shut it down for the night, and I am going to get myself a bite to eat and see what it looks like in the morning. Apparently this is supposed to end around midnight, so, or 3 a.m. or something like that. So we'll see what happens. Maybe it'll turn to rain because it's supposed to warm up a bit. All right, friends, see you in the morning. Good morning. As you can see, the snow stopped, and oh, that's bitter coffee. Ugh. Oh well, it's something hot to drink. This place got very, very busy last night. I figured it would. Now the test will be what's it going to be like on the way back, because I know the snow has stopped in most of the areas, but I don't know what it looks like on the highway itself. Apparently there's an accident between Spence's Bridge and Boston Bar, and apparently the highway's closed, but I heard from a driver on the radio there that they are letting trucks get by. They're letting trucks go by 10 at a time or something like that. Apparently it's a really bad wreck. Just a normal thing out here. These highways can be very treacherous, and there's a lot of inexperienced drivers out on here. And you know what? I'm not saying that to boast or anything. I even had a little bit of a struggle yesterday, just trying to stay on the right side of the road because you couldn't see the lines, you couldn't see nothing, and the snow was blowing like crazy. So I even had a struggle. So you just got to be careful. You got to drive to the conditions. You have to drive to how you know, if something inside of you is saying slow down, then slow down. And this hill up here might be a problem, so it looks a little bit shiny, so I may have to lock things up going up that hill. see here, I'm going to end up with a lot of stuff on my windshield coming off there's the hill there. Well, let's have a go at it and we'll see what happens. Hopefully we're okay. What I like to do is get on the part where not many people have driven on. Oh, there's a little bit of sand on the road, but not much. Come on, baby. Ah, they got some sand on the road. I think I'll be all right. Yeah, so yeah, not a problem getting up here. Excellent. Didn't spin once. Good to know. And another thing too, whenever I'm driving in these conditions, I always put it in manual. I don't let it choose the gears for me when I'm driving in the snow. It's just not a smart thing to do. Hold on a second. Hey, driver coming into Cache Creek there. How's it looking behind you on the one?
I got up at Spencer Bridge. Apparently it's closed behind me down there at Boston Bars.
Yeah, I heard that they were letting some drivers through. Apparently there's a nasty accident. How was Jackass? Are they maintaining it okay?
It was bare and wet when I came over that last night. Oregon Jack's a little slick there, but nothing to worry about. You got 2 plows running your front door now.
Oh, right on. Okay. All right, appreciate it. Well, I can't tell you much the other way. I stopped in Cache Creek last night, but it was pretty nasty going between Kamloops and Cache Creek, but I think it's better now.
Yeah, I'm heading north PG area.
Oh.
Oh well, just do what we can do. Trip.
Yeah, you too. Take care, man. God bless. Yeah. Okay. Well, see what happens. Yeah, Jackass Mountain is pretty steep. It's quite a climb. So hopefully they've got a lot of lime. They've got some calcium on there, salt. Hopefully they're working that hill really well. If it was bare and wet when he came over last night, I'm assuming he started his day in Ashcroft because there's a little Tim Hortons over here. But anyway, we'll continue on here and we'll see what's going on here. We'll just be smart. Be smart about our driving. That's the best thing to do out here in these conditions. Well, we're finally up where the accident is, and you guys just seen the truck's over on the right shoulder over there, man. There's like 3 of them smucked up pretty good over there, and apparently there's a 4th one, and I'm not sure if there was a 4th one back there that I missed, or it's still up here, but they do have alternating traffic here. So we're going to get a closer look on what's going on here. They got a pilot truck, so I'm guessing normally when you see a pilot truck, it's very strict to 1 lane and 1 speed. That's why they have the pilot trucks, to make sure the drivers aren't going any faster than they need to be. Yeah, it's a bit of a hill here too, so I'm trying to figure out how that accident happened.
Adam, what's your last one? I gotta let me come into through.
4 trucks.
Let you know when it's supposed to.
That's pretty nasty. Still with me, Barry? Yeah. No, I am. I'm just, yeah, we're just making our way past here. I think you know, it's really, really amazing. The front end is, 2 of those trucks were smashed up pretty good, man.
Here's a lot of French fries out here.
Oh, man. I really hope that someone didn't spill their load like that, because it's never a good thing when you see food wasted like that.
Cash and carry. Cash is king.
Okay, I see 1 truck here. Oh man, he's right into the wall. No. Oh my gosh, what a mess. Hold on here. Nobody can really see what I'm seeing right now yet, because I have the eyes of an eagle. Yeah, Mario's is the one taking care of this one. Oh my gosh. What a mess. Okay, truck over to our left over here. Completely almost, he's on his side and up against the wall. Oh, that's going to be fun. They're going to need a rotator to get him out of there. And the right-hand side, look at the mess. Oh, potatoes everywhere. Oh no. Are those potatoes or apples? Just mixed fruit, veggie. Oh my gosh, what a waste of food. There's the rotator. Oh, that's not a rotator. Yeah, Mario's has got this gig. Yeah, they're going to need a rotator to get that truck off the wall. What a mess. What a mess. Jeez. See guys, that's why I stopped in Cache Creek, even though I had time to drive, because you just don't know when something like that's going to happen. And I actually predicted that. I'm stopping because you know there's going to be an accident. And the tunnels have no lights in them. That really helps. Yeah, anyway. That is a really ugly mess. Jeez Louise. But nothing new on the Trans-Canada Highway. Just got a little bit of fuel, just enough to do whatever I need to do in town, and I don't want to put too much fuel in there because I got to reload on Thursday, or I got to head out and reload for Friday, and don't really want to have the tanks totally full because those guys that where we always load out of Washington or wherever it is, they always overload you. So just to make management happy, I never really fill my tanks as much. But sometimes you have no choice, especially if the weather's bad. You don't want to be running on a half tank of fuel. So we just heard too that right where the junction is from the Highway 5 and Highway 3, there's a Super B tanker that literally jackknifed on the road. I don't know how he did it. There was like no snow on the road. And in the process, he hit the Jersey barriers and knocked those concrete things over into the other lane. So now the highway's completely closed, going up to the Coquihalla Highway now because of that. And they've got a lot of, they've got chain up in effect, and they're expecting more snow here. As you can see, when it rains down here, you know what it's doing up there. It's probably snowing up there really quite a bit. And chain up is in effect and everything. So I tell you, friends, I'm very grateful that I made it here in one piece. Very grateful I made it here in one piece. So, man, I remember the day when there used to be a truck stop here. That old Husky truck stop. I worked at that truck stop. I pumped gas. If anybody remembers that Husky, that used to be there. Now it's just a cart lot. I used to pump gas there. Yeah, I think I was 19 years old or something. Was I 18 or 19? I think I was 19. Yeah, anyway. All right. I am on my way. Got an itchy nose today. Those allergies, man, they're nasty. It affects my nose, the allergies. Just gets itchy and I start sneezing. Hey, check it out, a train. I wonder how fast he's going. He's probably doing about 80 clicks. That's how fast the trains usually go. Let's see. See how fast he's going. He's doing about 70. 70 kilometers an hour. So, I am on my way to deliver this load now. I should be there at about 11:31. And if nothing en route, if anything happens that's really need to see en route, I'll post it on the video. But guys, I'm going to wrap things up here. It's been a fun video. I've enjoyed putting it together. It's been adventurous through Ontario and through some of the bad weather and everything. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please share it if you think someone else might enjoy it. Also, if you hit the like button, it helps other people find it. And feel free to leave a comment underneath. Tell me what you liked about it. Tell me what you didn't like about it. Whatever you want to say. Always happy to hear constructive criticism. And I hope you enjoyed the music selection. A little of everything. Even a little bit of Pat Metheny in there. I absolutely love Pat Metheny's music. So if you didn't catch that, it's in there. Okay. So until next time when we meet again, friends, God bless you all in the name of Yeshua. Bye for now.